Want to know how to get more gigs? Stick around. I'm going to help you out. Do you want to get more gigs? Sure, we all do. Hey, there are 5 things I think are extra important if you want to make sure that you are on the call list in your town. And when those band leaders get a call for an engagement, they think about you and they know that they can trust you to handle your business. Hey, before I get to my 5 things, if you would do me a big favor and smash that subscribe button, like and share on your social media. Hey, this is good stuff that's going to do you well. I hope you put in the comments below how much you learned. First, number 1, always be on time. I have kind of an internal rule when it comes to being anywhere in my town. If something is right down the street, I pad in an extra 30 minutes. Hey, maybe that's just me. If something is across town, I pad in an extra probably 45-ish minutes. And if something is in the next town over, I'm going to pad in at least an extra hour, hour and a half, just in case there's traffic, just in case I take a wrong turn, just in case the weather gets bad. Listen, I would rather go and find the place where my gig is happening and then go grab some coffee because I'm so early than have that dreaded feeling that you know we've all had heading down the road, down the highway going, oh my goodness, I'm going to be late. Listen, make your day around the call time for the gig. 2, always dress right. Think beforehand what it is you're going to need to wear. Make sure you have whatever it is they're asking for. If they want you in a suit and you don't have a suit, you know what? The money you make on this gig is going to go to pay for the suit you're going to buy, right? You don't just show up looking a hot mess. If someone asks you to wear a tie, wear a tie. If someone asks you to wear nice shoes and not sneakers, you know where I'm going with this. Always dress the part and make sure your stuff looks nice. Make sure there's not a ton of wrinkles in it. Make sure your clothes don't smell, right? Be dressed right for the gig. 3, read all of the information, right? Cats are sending out their emails nowadays to make sure that you have all the information that you need. Don't just glance over it. Read it a number of times. If I get an email about a gig or a text about a gig and it looks like, oh, this is a long one, I sit and read through that thing right away. And then I read through it again later, kind of like a mental checklist. And then before I leave the house for that gig, I read it again. Things like, where are we entering through? Where is the parking? Is there a password? Is my name on the list at the guard gate? All that kind of stuff. Make sure that you know. And also, I mean, if there's other cats that are texting you saying, hey, I don't have any information, you're the one who knows, right? Which leads me to the next one. Be a team player on behalf of the band leader. Okay, make sure that you always speak well of the guy or the girl who is running the gig. Someone texts you and says, hey, nothing went out yet. Hey, actually, there was a text message. Let me help you out. This is what it's going to be. Okay, this is where we have to be. This is what we have to do. Hey, this is going to be a great one, right? Talk it up and also be the biggest fan and the biggest proponent of that band leader when you reach the destination as well. Remember, you are representing the hard work of someone who actually booked this gig. When you walk up and you talk to anybody, you're asking directions, hey, I'm looking for this part of the venue, whatever it is, make sure you remember you are now representing the band, right? Be polite, be personable. Thank you so much to everybody that you talk to. If you bump into the bride, if you're playing a wedding, or the groom or the parents or anything like that, if you bump into the CEO or the event planner, shake hands, look the person in the eye and tell them, hey, I'm so glad to be here. What a wonderful event. I'm so glad to be a part of this. What a beautiful night this is going to be. Those kinds of things. And finally, this is a big one that I learned when I was probably just coming out of high school. Always follow up. I had actually booked, it took all my guts. I had booked one of the most experienced, just best musicians in my town here in Jacksonville. And after the gig, I remember getting an email from him that said, thank you so much for the call. I had a wonderful time and I hope to play with you again in the future. And I followed up with him later because it just so happened he was one of my professors. And he said, David, always follow up on a gig. And I learned that. So after a gig, it's so easy nowadays. We just text the cats right in the band. Hey, that was a lot of fun. Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'd love to do it again. You know, those kinds of things. Now, those are 5 things. If you can think of others, put those in the comments. If you've made it all the way to the end, please check out some more of my videos here at Champagne Trumpet on YouTube. Check out my website, champagnetrumpet.com, and also Facebook, /Champagne Trumpet. Talk to you next time. Thanks.